Do you have a special message that you want to say to your daughter?
Yeah, I guess I do have a message for her. I think I've had a good life. I've been very lucky to have lived in 3 democracies, 3 free countries, India, Canada, and United States. And I've never had to think about, somebody looking over my shoulder and getting me in trouble. So I hope that the same will remain true in this country for her and for her future generations.
Good.
That's my message.
Okay, so let's talk about what we talked about, coming to this country. Do you want to talk about coming to this country and getting a degree and
Sure.
all that good stuff?
I'm an engineer. I'm an aerospace engineer, and it wasn't supposed to be that way, meaning I wanted to be a physicist. I did not want to be an engineer. But I appeared for this entrance exam to a very prestigious engineering college in India, which is one of the best. And I happened to get in. So once I get in, then my family, of course, wouldn't hear of me changing anything else. So that's how I became an engineer. Then I went to Canada for my master's and a PhD, worked there for a year or 2. And now I have a picture of my PhD getting my degree, and I gave to him. So the other thing I would not want to say that coming to the US was out of the question for me, because in the space business, which I was in, you had to be a US citizen, at least, and perhaps have some security clearances. But as it happened, unbeknownst to me, there was a division of Ford Motor Company, which has a lot of connections in Washington, to the Democratic administration or something. Mm-hmm. So they got special permission to get a few, they hired 3 or 4 people with certain specialties. And I happen to be one of them. So that's why I'm here and not in Canada.
Okay, and your degrees, is there anything special you want to say about those?
Well, just the fact that getting an education, getting a degree is important. And now Steve Jobs never had a degree, but he became a billionaire and he changed the entire world 3 times over. So you don't need to have a degree. But for most of us who are not Steve Jobs, getting a degree really helps you.
Right. Yeah. So you also wanted to talk about the birth of your daughter.
Yeah, I wanted to mention that we had difficulty having kids. When we were in Canada, and actually the doctors there had given up and told us that we would not be able to have kids. They said you should go and adopt somebody. So that was, and the reason that changed is that when I came here to this country, and Stanford had an infertility clinic, and they had a different idea. They were able to find some problems and fix them surgically, and so we were actually able to have a child. And that also was a stroke of luck, because my wife actually had 2 miscarriages, and then Shelly was born. So we were very fortunate to have children. And since I believe having children really is the only claim to immortality that most of us have, and I'm absolutely very glad to have a child. And I'm even more glad that she turned out okay.
She turned out okay. So you're proud of her?
I'm proud of her. She got a degree in engineering because she wanted to get a job when she got out of college. That was her rationale, and I said, okay, fine. I didn't push her into engineering, but she wanted to do it. And then she gets and works for a year, and then she said, well, no, I want to be a doctor now. So then we go through another 7 years, of study. And so finally she made it, and now she's a doctor. So yeah, I'm proud of her, because I think she has a good head on her shoulders. She has good judgment, and that's the most important thing.
So is there anything you want to share about your beliefs that you might want to pass on to your future, hopefully, grandchild or children and your daughter?
Well, there's a lot of beliefs. There's political beliefs, there's religious beliefs. There's all kinds of stuff people believe that is not true. But let me talk about religious belief. I think that one thing that I have been lucky is being born in Hinduism, because there are a lot of good things about it that are now being noticed. It's a very different religion from all the others. So when people say things about religion, they don't apply to every religion. So I just hope that my future generations will pay attention to it, and they will be somewhat interested in it, because you don't have to believe in God, but I think it enriches your life if you do, and it gives you a purpose if you have some kind of spirituality. So I think that would be good.
Sounds great. Is there anything else that you'd like to say before we stop?
I think that's probably enough for today.
Okay, thank you.